Yo, how's everybody doing today? This is Denis Tyrell, Knifeworks. I have my buddy Jerid from Echo Blades. We are ready to rock.
What's up? What's up?
So much to talk about today. There's so much has happened in the last week. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, that's why I just cracked open a nice bubbly sparkling water, raspberry.
Oh, I am drinking a fine Concannon wine right now because, I need a little alcohol to take Jerid for a whole hour.
No doubt. Touche. I don't get to drink alcohol anymore, so it's sparkling water and just patience for your bitch ass.
You got a lot of that, I guess.
That's right. Oh, how you been, man? I feel like we haven't. Again, you're a ghost. I'll start calling you Casper.
It's been. It's not the first time I've been called Casper. It's been good. It's been good. I've had a course all weekend. So I had a guy who Bob, who's come down from Canada, all the way from BC with his wife down here, and he's doing a double class. So he's doing the intro to knife making and the Damascus class. So he's here for 4 days. We just finished day 3, and it's been awesome. And I got to tell you, it is like memories of Canada. So it's been really, really cool hanging with a Canadian, hearing that Canadian accent, shooting the shit. It's been really good having him here.
It's been the cat's ass. It's been the moment.
It's been the cat's ass. No, it's been really cool. And him and his wife are really good. They stayed for dinner Saturday night, and she made us dinner. His wife made us dinner at our house tonight. So we're getting along great. It's been really good. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been good.
Poutine for days.
Oh, that's what I should have had her made. No, we had lasagna, which was delicious.
What? Yeah. Canadians don't eat lasagna. Get out of here.
Like, I eat lasagna like Garfield.
Why do I see you more of an Odie? I don't get it.
Fuck off, Odie. No, it's been good. And the classes, honestly, the really, really fun part is that at first I thought, oh yeah, we were going to do the intro to knife making course Saturday, Sunday, and then we're going to do Damascus. But then I'm thinking, why don't we just interleave it? Like, as we have a slow period, and then we'll start on the knife, and then during glue up, okay, then we'll do part of the Damascus class. So we've been kind of interleaving the two classes as we go along, and it's been really cool. So we finished the knife today, and then we're on the tile weld of the mosaic that we'll do tomorrow morning, and then finish stuff off, and he's doing really well. Oh, but I got to tell you, this is the first time it's ever happened in a class. We get to and I always forge a knife along with, because I'm demoing, I forge a knife along with the student, and I grind my knife to show them how to grind. And we get to heat treat, and both knives warped. Mine really warped, but his warped just a tiny bit in the heat treat.
What steel are you using?
1084.
Just 1084? Okay.
1084. And of course, we're forge, we're heat treating in the forge, and both came out super hard, no problems. I tempered them overnight, and tried to do just a shim temper. That didn't do it enough. So I said, and he just had just an ever so slight of a warp. So I said, okay, we'll just break out the straightening hammer. Gets it on the anvil, and he's like, tap, 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 tap. And I'm like, okay, good. Hit here, hit here, hit here. Tap, 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 smash. Breaks the blade in two.
Holy shit.
And we look, and I actually, because he was interested, so we put jimping on the spine, and we looked, and there was a crack in the blade right from the jimping down about a 1/4 inch into the blade. And when he hit it, that's what happened.
Oh, but wow.
Yeah, it was a bummer because I've never had that happen in a course. And I'm like, and he's like, well, was it the jimping? And I'm like, no. I've never seen this happen with a checkering file, but
Oh, that's how you put it in. I was going to ask, how did you
it was a
put the
checkering file, and yeah, there was a stress. I can't blame the checkering file totally, but it did. The crack was right from the jimping down into the blade. So yeah, he finished the course with the blade that I had forged, but it was a bummer. But the grain in the blade was awesome, powdery. We tested the hardness on the tester, and it was like 59.5 after temper. Like everything was perfect except for this tiny little crack. So that was a bummer.
Damn, that is a bummer.
But he was cool about it. He said, "Oh well, I learned a lesson. I learned how to what it means," and he got to see grain, and which is something you don't see in a course. So that was good.
That's for sure. Yeah, seeing the grain is good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you get the hard truth of, shit happens.
Right. That was the lesson. Shit happens, but either I'm just an awesome teacher, or he's doing really well. But he really got the grinding, like more than any student I've seen, and to the
Nice.
point where he's got super flat grinds on a 120 belt, and he could have gone. He had the blade pretty thin, so he did really really well. He'll do
Awesome.
But this is guy. He's never never ground a blade, never hit a blade, hasn't forged anything, and this is what he's got in his shop. He's got a 155 Big Blue power hammer.
Okay.
It's got a Big Blue press.
All right, like you do.
Yeah, he's got a 3-burner. I forget the name of the forge, but it's an $1,100 forge. Like, and he's naming all this stuff off, and I'm
Not like the one that I had, like a
no, way.
Venturi?
Yeah, Venturi, but
Yeah.
like a really nice brand.
Okay.
He's naming all this stuff off. Like, he's a professional welder, so like he knows his way around the welding machine for sure.
Gotcha.
So knows around metal, but he's already got a milling machine and all this stuff. So he's well
Kind of
set.
grinder.
Oh, he's got a Vashti grinder, because that's a big grinder in Canada.
A what?
A Vashti. It's a Canadian brand, but it's a pretty popular brand in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, expensive grinder. They're like, $4,000. So it's not a cheap grinder. It's like a Broadback. It's the same thing, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like a kit. Yeah, I actually think that they're fully assembled, but it's a really nice grinder. 1.5-inch tool arm, all that kind of deal.
I just got a announcement here. The Athletics won a game.
Oh,
that's right. They beat the Pirates.
Oh, what city's the Pirates?
Oh my god!
I seriously don't know. Pittsburgh is not the Penguins.
That is the Steelers.
Oh, let's see. I know the hockey teams and the football teams, but that's it.
Ugh. All right. Anyways, back to your story.
So that's been, and I took 2 days off off the day job so I could do this 4-day course. So it's been really fun.
Wait a minute. Listeners out there, this man just announced his freaking retirement and he's taking days off to do the side job already.
Hey, these were pre-planned a month and a half ago before I announced my retirement. So,
oh man,
yeah,
to be a day in the life of Denis Tyrell.
Yeah, no, but I'm getting to hear all about Canadian politics that I haven't heard of in years, and everything that's going on in Canada. All the stuff you'd be super interested in. No,
yeah, I didn't get no invite.
But what's going on in your world?
Oh, same old, man. Just work, and then
gotta work.
Yeah, work for it. I had some cool stuff actually. So on Wednesday, I had my little brother hit me up and said he wanted to go golfing, or he asked me what I was doing this weekend, and I was like, "Well, I'm knifing right now. I'm on the push for Atlanta here, and time is precious." And He's like, "Oh no, man, I want to go golfing," and I'm like, "No, no, no, I'm good. Yeah, I do want to go golfing. I've been actually wanting to go for a while." And then he goes, "Yeah, my our dad wants to go, right?" So I've been going back and forth on how much to get into this, but let's just say so. Our fam, we don't have the traditional family unit type thing. So my dad and I and my brother over the last, I don't know, 20 so years haven't done much together, like as a family, except for like, Christmas and, like regular kind of things every now and again. So he was like, "Dad's gonna go," and I was like, "Shut the," and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna book the tea time for Saturday." Books it. I'm like, "What? Hold on, man. Let me make sure." And he gets me right back, and he's like, "All right, it's the 7:21 tea time in the morning." Let me just tell you guys, folks, I'm like 2.5 hours away.
That is an a-hole move right there. Sorry,
I was
you
like,
love your brother,
"You,
but that's an a-hole
no,
move.
what a dick, dude." I was like, "Get out of here, man." And he's like, so. Anyways, I truly believe life's about capitalizing on opportunities, right? You only get, there's things that you got to do, right? Because you may not get the chance to do them again, or you don't know when you're going to get it to them. So I said fine, and then so I ended up actually driving out on Friday night,
That's
and
good news.
so I didn't have to, you know. And then the Sandoval boys got together and I golfed. So it was the first time my dad, my brother, and I have ever golfed together. We had a great Friday night at dinner, hung out and stuff, and it was a really, really, really good time. And
Good.
I really enjoyed it, And I guess I just want, like speaking to, you know, family units and everything. It's like no matter how shitty things get, sometimes there's always opportunities for things to change. And if you soften your heart and kind of understand that people are who they are, and for when during these seasons, that things can change, and I just wouldn't have thought that I would have had that opportunity here anytime soon. So it was really, really, really fun.
Well, that's good. And, you don't have your parents forever. I lost my dad 5 or so years ago. You don't have them around forever. So, yeah, take the time you can. But most
Absolutely.
importantly, did you kick ass at the golf game? Did you show them who's boss?
I did. I did show him who's boss, and that was impressive. I
Oh,
hit
do tell.
I hit the ball really well. Not I didn't it wasn't about scoring or anything, but when you take some time off of golfing, it's very much about reps and just like everything else.
Well,
But
my problem is
initially,
I hit the ball really well, but it happens to be like 3 times as much as anybody else I hit the ball.
yeah. I like that. Not necessarily farther, just
No,
as
but
many times.
I beat the
Yeah.
shit out of that ball.
Yeah. No, it was good, man. I enjoyed it. I hit the ball good, and it was a beautiful day down in the Monterey Aptos area. It's by the coastal city. It was really cloudy in the morning, but the sun came out. Man, it was perfect. So
That is one of the best parts of California right there. There
absolutely,
there through Monterey and Carmel, some of my
Carmel
favorite
down to
parts of.
Big Sur, all the way down that coast, man.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Just stop before you get to LA and you're fine.
Yeah, I should have kept going to the oh, what was the show that was just this weekend?
Oh, Solvang.
Solvang,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Solvang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Cool. Good, good.
Mhm.
So, out of the gate, I got to mention one of our colleague podcasts. I got to mention the other day, Toby Merle from Fire and Steel podcast puts this thing up about recording a special episode. And I immediately respond to his Instagram post and I'm like, special how? And it's off schedule, so not their normal one. And I listen to the podcast and I'm like, No fucking way. So the Fire and Steel podcast is no more. They just recorded their last episode, their 100th episode of the two of them. They did 100 more before this. Toby did. So
Okay.
they're done, man. They're thrown in the towel. And I figure we are just too good of a podcast. They gave up. They said we cannot compete with the Triple T podcast. We're throwing in the towel. That's what I think.
Oh man.
And I think Honor just couldn't take me announcing that he didn't win the Viking Challenge on their podcast. So
Which he doesn't know, but you're just
I don't know either, but well, I do know that he's not going to win looking at the votes right now, but so I guess we're going to announce the Viking Challenge winner on this podcast.
You heard it, folks.
Next
Live.
week. Next week, we will announce the Triple T. We will announce the Viking Challenge on the Triple T podcast next week because those pussy ass bitches on the Fire and Steel podcast, they got no platform to complain anymore. They can't come at us. So,
oh man. Coming at him, going in hard, Mr. Tyrell.
Oh, well, I'll talk to Toby at Blade Show and get the skinny. But they said they had a good run. It's been 100 episodes. They wanted to. Their lives were busy. They wanted to do other things, and it must have been like a spur of the moment thing where they decided 100. That's a good number. We should just end it.
Interesting.
Yeah, you've never even listened to an episode, have you?
I've listened to like 2 over the past couple years.
So yeah, no, I think we just moved up a notch. That's what I think.
Yeah, by natural progression or whatever that is.
we're just gonna put the crosshairs on every other podcast and get them to end, and then we will be number one. Now we're going after Morocco and Fader. Let's do it.
Okay, KnifeTalk, here we come. Damn.
Oh yeah, so that was weird.
I would not have expected that.
Me neither. I couldn't believe it, unless they're like pranking us, but it doesn't sound like it.
Huh. You can never trust those guys over there, though.
An Aussie who lives in UK and honors what is he? Turkish or something? I don't even know where he's from, and he's in the UK. Sounds dodgy.
Yeah. Well, interesting.
Yeah, we'll see, but we'll get the skinny at Blade Show.
It's past April Fool's, so yeah.
I know.
Find out what's up.
That's the first thing I thought of. Like, is this like a May Fool's thing? Is this like a UK thing where they don't know what month it is?
Damn, that's interesting. All right. Well,
so
Viking Challenge announcement.
That's
Tune
right.
in.
Next week, we will announce the Viking Challenge winners right here
on the Triple T podcast for knife makers.
That's right. You get to hear Jerid's best Barry White voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is
drop your panties.
This may be the first fucking time I am not ready for this guy right now. I swear I've been hanging out with this guy for years now, man. He is fired up, boy. Well, I can tell.
I've been hanging out with Canadians for the last 3 days. We've been doing a lot of drinking. I've had a few glasses of wine, so I'm probably feeling pretty good. But
this is good. This is like the pit Dennis right here.
I know. It totally is.
Uncensored. I love it.
Oh. So have you had some shopping the time? Have you had some time in the shop this week?
I did have some shopping the time. And we, well, I lost all day Saturday golfing.
Right.
But I did get some stuff what day is it? It was yesterday. Yeah.
It's Monday.
Sunday.
All day.
It is Monday. Yeah. Until a couple hours. Yeah, what did I do yesterday? Check this out. So I'm walking in my shop at work. Okay. In meeting, going to the bathroom out in the shop. and it's a big ass shop, right?
You're
Lots of
going to the
materials.
bathroom out in the shop? You don't have a bathroom in the shop?
That's what I'm saying. At my work,
Oh, I didn't
at my
hear that
work.
part.
Yeah,
I
in
was
the
like, what are you peeing in the corner?
yeah, I do, but that's beside the case. I was at work and in a meeting, and I went out to the shop to go to the bathroom, right? And I look on the ground, and I find this cardboard cutout just on
Okay.
the fucking ground, right? And
In
I walk
at
past it
work, at your work.
at my work. Like, there's no reason for this, guys. So let's look down on the ground, and what it is. I know that you guys can't see this, but and
Yeah,
I'll probably do a post. Is a like a ripped off box, but it is in the shape of a hidden tang K-tip chef to me.
kinda,
Okay,
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, okay.
A bit of a recurve chef, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it was nobody did this intentionally, right? So
We have
I
knife on the brain when
true, right? So I see that. I just got my the knife that I forged with Micah. He just mailed it to me, and I had just got it the day before, and I actually brought it into work to show some people, right? So, dude, look at this. And I know this isn't great podcasting here, but check this shit out.
for everyone at home, it is within probably a half an inch of the template, like almost precisely.
Is that fucking weird?
It is weird.
I will do a post about this so you guys can see it. But yeah, there's no fucking way in hell. This just, I mean, that's almost exactly it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think it looks better than your knife. You should go with scraps from the office from now on.
I'm down, dude. I will take inspiration from anywhere, Dennis. Even garbage on the ground. Yeah,
There's
trip me out. I couldn't. Oh, I'll walk on the down the street and shit, and I'll see some weird shapes and shit on the ground or stains or something like that. It look like Damascus patterns and shit. Because like you said, knife on the brain and things are always looking knife related to me. But that was really coincidental and crazy to me. I was like, what the hell? But
that's funny. It
yeah,
really does look like a knife. Like it looks like someone cut out a template and decided they didn't want it.
exactly. Just randomly, like something. I don't. How would you do that accidentally? Like I still can't. I've been tripping off it for a while. So yeah, that was cool. And I'll do a post because this makes no sense to you guys that are listening
The
right now.
imagining of people at
Yeah,
home.
theater of the mind. That's what it is, folks. So yeah, but I did get a little bit of stuff done. So I called an audible on the Damascus Twist Tactical Chupacabra.
What do you mean an
I
audible?
I
Audible for
called an
what?
audible, right? So we just did the gator pist etch, right?
Hmm.
And I etched it from for the blade, and I was gonna do like a traditional glue up on it. So no point in etching all the rest of it because I had to glue up and shape the handles and sand the spine and do all that. And when I got to the house, I just couldn't. I don't know if it's deal with or I just wasn't happy with. Um, and I couldn't really figure out how I was going to get the spine etched because it's not like ferric, right? So I was worried about having this really nice finish on the blade, but then having this half-ass, with the gator piss, with everything that I went through trying to get the gator piss,
Hmm.
etch. So I wasn't cool with the Q-tip method that I would do with ferric. So yeah, I called an audible and I went called the customer up, and I didn't call him, but I just kind of let him know, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. So I switched over to gold sole bolts, and um I used the carbide end mill, and drilled out the 1/8 inch pinholes to the 5/32,
Uh-huh.
and did all that. And now it's a bolt up, and I'm
So, you,
gonna
so you're gonna re-etch the whole thing.
yeah. Well, either that or try to match. First I'm gonna try to match the the spine, see if I can get it close. And if
I would
not,
just
then
leave it, whatever, clean it with acetone, and I would not touch the blade.
and
And
just
I would,
half dip, right?
no, yeah, dip the whole thing,
Oh,
put the whole thing in, and if it darkens the blade, it darkens the blade. Who gives a shit? And I, it's not like
no, yeah, yeah.
it's not gonna darken the blade like to 2x, and the spine's gonna be 1x, right? It's all gonna match, after the etch. That's what I would do.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a good idea.
Because then you
It's
don't
better
have
than
to.
trying to like match the two up.
Oh,
I don't know
fuck
what the
that.
fuck I'm thinking. Yeah.
No, I mean, you're not going to notice it on the spine. You want it to be roughly the same darkness.
Yeah.
And the blade looks amazing. So I don't think it's going to, if anything, you're going to make the blade darker and the spine will be regular dark.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah. Yeah. As long as I don't get some goofy, weird transition between the two, then it'll be great. Because there's some really good pattern on the spine too, like just
Yeah.
from the test etches I did. So
Yeah. I think
um,
that's a really good choice. If you know, I'm pretty sure when you brought it over that day, I suggested that, but whatever.
you know. Oh, Dennis. I have taken many fucking suggestions from you. It is not something that is new here. But I'm calling bullshit.
Oh no, I even remember this discussion. You're like, I don't like also boats with chef knives, and you remember that discussion?
That was chef knives.
Oh
This is
yeah, I
not a
guess
chef
it's
knife.
not a chef knife. Okay, fine, but I'm pretty sure I said you should just do Gulso bolts, and you had some lame ass excuse why you
Well,
didn't want to use.
I already had the handles cut out, the pins drilled, everything, right? So it was just another step that I wasn't gonna take unless I wanted to. But I did, and I think it's gonna
I
be
think you're better off. I think it'll look better.
yeah.
Yeah, good choice.
Cool. I'm almost done. I just gotta route the handles and etch, and we're done.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
And then I did get man, I got a bunch of fucking shit again this week. I got my spoon kit from
Oh,
Brian.
I got mine too.
Uh, I got the carbide platen.
Oh yeah, bastard.
Oh,
I didn't order one yet.
yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys remember from last week, so I should have just gave you that one. That fucking Brent.
It would have been funny if even more funny if Brent said, "Oh yeah, I sold the last one to Dennis."
Yeah. Oh, he had me. He could have did whatever the fuck he wanted, man. That one was
That would have
ridiculous.
been great.
So I got
Oh,
that. And then I had oh, that's hilarious. He just texted me right now.
he's listening.
Brent, you're fucking inside of us right now, dude. We talked. I spoke your name on the podcast, and you just text me. That's crazy.
Ears were burning.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So the first run with the rapid quench, I had mounted it in the vertical position.
Hmm.
So the plates were, so I dropped the blade
Oh, that's a
down
pain in the
into
ass.
it was. I ended up changing, but for spatial reasons, it seemed to be the best choice for me. Except the way we put it all together. Excuse me. Um, it, I fucked it up. Just say that. So, with the very first couple blades that we did, I put them at the top of the plates and not all the way down at the bottom because it was a bitch trying to get the foil packets in. They kept catching as I was trying to slide them in, and so I put them in. And when we clamped it, I had too much force on the top of it, and the way that we had mounted it, I ended up stripping out the bolts from the vise on the actual clamp on the press. maybe not the best description there, but I fucked the things up and I stripped the holes out. So after doing that, I ended up getting some new hardware and mounting it vertical or horizontal on my wood thing, and I ended up cutting out a notch for the actual wood vise.
Mm-hmm.
So now the plates sit. So the way that works is the wood vise, you mount the plate on top of that, right? So if you're going to put it on like a bench in that horizontal position, you're still going to have this like gap from the bottom of the actual aluminum to the on your to your bench. So it was driving me nuts. So we ended up fucking like saw cutting, hacksawing out a little shape of that thing. So now it's sunk in and fits perfectly flat on
I
the.
know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I had
Yeah,
to do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
what's pissing me when I did those little silver tips and the two that you had, my okay, I cheaped out and I got the janky ass wood vise from like Lowe's, and it closes like the part closer to the screw on the vise closes first.
yeah,
So it's never been a problem if you do one knife, but if you do two, the one furthest away from
there's a gap.
the screw, there's a gap.
Yeah,
So, and it pissed me off. So I think I'm gonna just try putting a washer between the aluminum and the wood vise just to push that down a little bit, but it's not acceptable. I need to fix that, and I noticed it really bad when when I did those knives for us. But yeah,
because you have yours in the same kind of setup that I had my when it was vertical, right underneath your oven. That's where your
yeah,
plates are, right?
right. But it's horizontal,
But
like
you're horizontal.
yeah,
Yeah. So I couldn't swing that with the setup that I had. So
yeah,
that's done.
yeah.
Um, so back in action with the rapid quench, and
Cool.
then did some other things on some dust collection. When I rearranged the shop, I took everything that was against the wall where I had all the tooling. I had a shop vac underneath a bench there, and I was able to reach everything that I wanted to, kind of collect shit with the drill press and a bandsaw and all this other shit. But when I moved it to the opposite end, to like the middle of the shop, I had to relocate that shop vac, and then I just had this hose here, kind of flopping around like and it just pain in the ass. I'm working on the other side of the bench, and the shop vac's on the other side. So every time I want to turn the shit, I have to go all the way around. Like it's all about those little ass things that are just like the most irritating shit in your shop. And it's like as I'm explaining it right now, it sounds like I'm lazy and I don't want to do anything, which is 100% accurate because sometimes I don't even want to change the tooling arms. So I'll try to figure out another process. But
Oh, well,
um,
speaking of which, you get those little like once in a while I'm in the shop and I just get a bug up my ass about something that's broken that I need to fix, and I just finally like fucking everything needs to stop until this is
right.
fixed.
Yep.
And the stand-up surface grinder, the arm on the stand-up surface grinder, how it was off a little bit and the tracking
Oh
wasn't
yeah, yeah, yeah,
perfect.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I fixed that.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
It's
that
about
was
time you
like
show my favorite tool in your shop some love. Fuck.
yeah, so fix that. And what else did I do?
You also did those the little thingamadoodles for the swap buckets.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So I have made stands for my grinders, and I've always had
Great idea.
the buckets. Yeah, I totally stole that idea from you. But I've always had the water buckets sitting on milk
Same.
crates, which annoys the shit out of me because then I can't sweep on it, and I'm always moving those things around, and it just annoys the shit out of me. So I put a bar that's bolted to the grinder stand that comes out and goes straight down, and it's kind of a prop with a little hook on the top of it, and I hook one of those 5-gallon buckets to it. So now my 5-gallon bucket is hooked to the grinder, and it's a
Suspended.
foot, yeah, suspended. So it's a foot and a half above the floor. So now I can sweep under it. I don't have to fuck with it. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, I'm with you. But
Yeah.
that's exactly like with the dust collection thing. It's like just those stupid things that are just like so annoying that you gotta, end up fixing. So I come up with
Yeah.
this little what is that? The blue shit, the lock the
The
dust collecting flexible tube.
Oh yeah, yeah. Loctite or like I
Nah,
don't know. I don't know what
fuck
the fuck it's
yeah.
called.
It's cool. Yeah, whatever. But I have a like a movable connection. I'll take a picture. I'll show you. I'll do a post about it. But now I can hook that up to the shop vac hose, and I can kind of put it around
I know
the
what you
dust
mean. I've
collection
seen
stuff.
them
Yeah.
before. That kind of slide in and those
No,
things.
no,
Oh
no.
no.
It's 100% way more ghetto. I'm talking ghetto.
Duct tape and lipstick kind of
There's
thing.
going to be a large amount of duct tape if I can't figure this.
Oh,
So
you
that
haven't
the
made it. You're thinking of
no, no,
making it.
it's made already, but the
Oh,
so that I don't know how to explain this, guys. The, on this fucking product that we can't think of the name of, um, the connector cylinder like this, it has a tab off of the end, and you could mount that to like the side of the bench or something. But it's a thin ass piece of plastic. So what we actually mounted it to a magnetic base
it's lock
because
line, by the way.
lock line. Thank you. Fuck.
I had to go look.
I could see you looking at it. I was like, come on, hurry up. The lock line. So we attached the lock line adapter to a magnetic base because the way I
Oh, it's gonna be crusted in grinding dust if it's
it
magnetic.
is, but that fucking tab is so small when you're like flexing the hose, all the force is on this little ass tab it's gonna break. So we're rethinking that, or we're going to duct tape the shit out of it because something's got to strengthen that stuff up. But I don't know. That's good.
Hmm. What else did I? I my Triple T video last week was showing off the new lathe and finally finishing the what the hell does Brian call that thing? The hold fast table for my drill press. So finished that finally. It's been sitting on my welding table for like 4 months now, waiting for me to do the lathe video because I needed to do the socket that would fit into my drill press, and I wanted to turn it on the lathe to show off the new lathe, which I've had since December or January. So finally got around to doing that video. But love that hold fast table. The zero run, like spinning that thing, zero run out after like tacking that socket to the table. So really
That
happy
thing
with
came
that
out
thing.
badass. That was a
Yeah,
great video. That
yeah,
the whole spinning it all on the lathe and shit like that. When I went and checked it out, I was like, that came out fucking great.
yeah. It was. Yeah, I was pretty happy, and it's fun to use, and it gets. I hate having shit that sits on tables, and before my set of drills, drill bits, and the oil and all that shit would sit on that table beside the drill press would annoy the crap out of me. So now they sit on the drill press table, like attached to the table. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's good. That's what Brian brings the value.
That's right. Oh, and I got my spoon kit, and before I went and made it, I ran upstairs to the computer and went to Fusion 360, and I'm sitting here with calipers measuring the kit, and did the design of those things in Fusion 360, sent them to Send Cut Send. So I've got a whole bunch of those coming to the shop.
All
So
right, I'm excited. Thank you, man. I was just thinking about that. I was like, fuck, yeah, no, but look at my
except
boy comes through again.
Except I shortened the I want the handles a little shorter, so I shortened the handles by like an inch and a half. But yeah, so I think I
Cool.
might get Parker to make them. I'm gonna be like cracking the whip and like, hey, kid, make those.
That's awesome.
So we'll see. I'm hoping to have 10 of them done for Blade Show, but we'll see.
Oh, you're going all in, huh?
Yeah, man. I've got almost finished those 4 sand taggers for Blade Show. Before I start on those, like I have those 6 silver tips that all been heat treated. So I'm thinking end of the week ish. No, probably end of next week. I'll have those 10 knives done, and then yeah, I'm gonna start on another batch. Same thing. Maybe even a couple more chef knives, and hope to have maybe 30 blades for Blade Show. That'd be a new record for me, but we'll see. Maybe I'll switch.
Sick.
Maybe I'll switch gears and be doing spoons. Who knows?
Mm. So you're not going to bring any fucking wow shark knives?
Well, I've got that Damascus buoy. I've got this Viking sword. I got a bunch of other. I have a. If I have a couple of weeks, and I have the whole week before Blade Show off, so I'm sure there's going to be some other blades. I have a whole piece of copper Damascus that's about 14 inches long.
Is that the
So
one from Maker's Camp?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I may do something out of that. Um, so I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm sure I will do something else, but I want to get probably at least 15 of these EDCs done for Blade Show. And if I don't sell them, fine. I'm totally fine putting them on the website after. Um, Before I do any other builds, because then because I'm a lazy ass and I don't hate doing sheaths, but it's always the last thing on my mind. I already am backed up by 3 or 4 sheaths on things. Um,
Not my
oh,
favorite either, man.
I finished another hunter, that W2 hunter with the Hamon. Finished
Yes.
that, or whatever hunter, the silver tip thing, whatever. Finished that. So also doesn't have a sheath. Got to do that one. But
Yeah, that one came out good. The W2 Hamon was nice.
yeah, I mean, it's if I show you the design I had when I put the clay on the Hamon, it didn't come out at all like I wanted. But whatever.
It came out good.
It came out okay. It was not what I was going for, but I'm still a rookie at doing fancy Hamons, like patterns on Hamons. I don't think either I'm not putting it on thick enough in areas, or I don't know. I gotta hit up Jerid Ball and see how he does it, kind of thing. But
Cool.
I did finish the sheath, the scabbard rather, for the Viking sword. So that
Oh,
was
did you ever? I don't think I saw it.
you didn't see that?
No.
Yeah. So I don't like doing scabbards, so I did a really thin scabbard, but then put the center of it, the middle of it is shark skin, and then it's leather on the top and leather on the bottom, stitched
Yeah.
over the scabbard. So it's all black, like scabbard's all black. It actually came out really nice. I'm really happy with it. And
I know
then
you talked about it, but I
it
don't know if
could,
I
like,
saw it.
so I could do tooling, leather tooling over a scabbard, and I don't have to deal with any other bullshit about scabbards. So yeah, it was fun.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and next next Wednesday, unless I pussy out,
You
next
will.
Wednesday I will be sitting for my new tattoo that I will be getting on my I think it's going to be my forearm. I haven't decided yet, but kind of to commemorate my retirement, I'm getting a big ass. Well, I think it's big. Probably, I'm measuring my arm here. Probably be 7 inches or so. A tattoo on my forearm of the copper buoy that was on the cover of the 2023 Knife magazine. That one. I'm gonna get that on my forearm.
Do you, man? I like it.
So until that first needle goes in, and then I decide that I'm a pussy ass bitch and it hurts too much, but we'll see.
is
till he
great.
till he starts doing the outline. For those of you that have tattoos, the outline is the part that hurts the most. When he starts filling in the color, then it's easy. But
You'll be fine.
yeah,
You'll be
okay.
fine. Don't be a bitch. Just get it done. I'm
Yeah.
surprised you're gonna get a big ass fucking buoy on your arm, though.
Why?
I
It's my
don't know.
favorite knife.
It's good. I think it's very fitting.
You want me to get your face? Is that it? You like Ryan gets his favorite podcaster? You want me to get my favorite podcaster? Is that it?
No, I hadn't thought about it, but yes. Now that you say that, you have another arm, and I fully expect this to happen.
Maybe next year. Maybe in our 100th episode.
Our 100th, yeah. We'll fucking disband, and you'll get a tattoo. This is fucking great. Oh man, that's
Oh,
great. Well, you should get a fucking fat ass hammer on yours too.
I don't want a hammer. I want a blade. I'm not a
I know,
blacksmith. I'm a bladesmith.
but for your stuff, you should fucking your classes and stuff. You could be like, with this hammer, you could make this knife. And where do you get those hammers from?
And I got a funny message from Frank. But
So did
if
I.
you need a hammer, you should get your hammers from Two Basterds, Texas Smithy and Supplies. Frank and Nina have been supplying blacksmiths and bladesmiths with hammers for forever, over 6 years. But that seems like forever.
Since the beginning of time.
Yeah,
Duh.
beginning
Yeah.
of bladesmith time.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a professional hammer, not this janky ass shit you get from Lowe's, a real blacksmith hammer.
Yeah, those skinny peens. Fuck those.
Exactly.
You want to go get yourself a nice fat peen from Frank.
Frank is very happy that we refer to him as having a big fat peen. That's what.
Yeah.
If you need the fat peen, you got to go see Frank.
If your fat peen is damaged, he'll help you restore it back to fat peen status. He'll hook you up. Add some peen to your thing. Whatever you need. You need a mean peen, go see Frank. That's what we're trying to say.
Oh my God, we lost this sponsor already. Nita's like got her hands in her face and her hands shaking around.
Oh Lord, you want a mean peen? I love it.
It is the hammer I used all through the course this weekend. So go get yourself a Two Basterds hammer. They are the best.
Yep.
Oh, so I hear from a little bird told me that
That's funny. That's a good lead.
see, I think sometimes.
Damn, man. This guy's on fire today, but you guys do not understand what a fucking privilege this is to see this man clicking on these cylinders right now.
So tell us what a little bird told us.
A little bird. Big announcement. New sponsor for the Triple T podcast. We are so excited to have Travis Haynes from Pelican Paste jump on board and become an official sponsor of the Triple T podcast.
It is some awesome stuff. I use it all the time. I used it on the Viking sword, and I used it on the build right before that. And I'll be honest. You know the reason why I use that stuff the most? Because I love the smell of it.
Like citrusy Florida morning.
I know.
So nice. 100% food safe. And I just got today fresh from Mr. USPS the oil.
Oh,
I'm so excited to try it.
The Pelican oil?
Yep. Pelican oil.
Huh. The only thing that would be better is if you made it with California oranges instead of those Florida crap oranges. But, whatever.
Yeah, that would probably be. Why don't we send him some fucking some California orange?
Well,
okay.
So what's the Pelican oil like? What's the deal? What do you use on that? I don't know much about it.
It is a alternate to the wax to condition and spruce up your knives. So that
Hmm.
is the deal.
Because I'm a big fan of like I use a lot of mineral oil, but the problem with mineral oil is it goes away really quick. It kind of soaks in, it just drips off, it just doesn't last long. I do like the oils more than I like the waxes, even though I do use the waxes. But I'm interested in what maybe in the Pelican oil. I'll have to check that out. You bring that over next time. I want
I
to
will.
take a gander.
I know that Brent, when he sent me that nice mini albatross, that it came all freshly coated up in this pelican oil, which was kind of the catalyst to me putting in that order there, because I've been eyeing it for a while. But he was 100% said it was the business, so
Nice,
I'm on board. I'll
nice,
give it a whirl on the tactical twist chupacabra. Be the maiden
nice.
voyage there.
Well, thank you, Travis, for joining us on Triple T. We appreciate you. And yeah, everyone go get yourself some Pelican paste, Pelican oil, everything about the Pelicans.
Man, shop hands. I got the shop hands to condition these. Well, I would say these like work hands, but they're bitch hands. They've typed on a computer and
Yeah,
did
Lynn
computer drafting.
appreciates the,
She does, yeah. But so I'm conditioning these nice manicured hands here
yeah.
to go with my weekly haircuts and my Crocs. Whatever else we need.
Don't even talk to me about Crocs, okay? You don't
Hey,
bring this
you know what else?
podcast down.
You know what else? Our sponsor, our newest sponsor, is Team Crocs. So suck it.
Travis, you just came down a little notch. Jerid's going to shine up his Crocs with some Pelican oil.
You're
And
fucking right, I am. You are goddamn right, I am. All this reflective goodness on those new Echo Crocs are going to be just
yeah,
blinging.
yeah, you're going to have to be wearing your Pelican oiled Crocs at Blade Show so everyone can cast their vote on whether they're Crocs or no Crocs.
God, there's going to be so many voting. So many. Are you an animal? Do you care about yourself and get your haircut regularly? Do you wear Crocs?
I wonder what the cross section of those are.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. They're great. They're comfortable. That's all that matters.
Well, since we're doing sponsors, we're going to talk about a man with awesome fashion sense who doesn't wear Crocs, Mr. Lawrence Lake at Maritime Knife Supply. If you need anything knife related, excluding Crocs, you should go to Maritime Knife Supply for your steel, your grinders, your handle material, tooling, whatever you need for knife making. Maritime Knife Supply is your one-stop shop for everything except for Crocs.
I have to newsflash here. In 1997, Lawrence Lake went from the free throw line in a single jump and dunked MJ style in Crocs. It happened. Go check it. I got video.
First of all,
It happened. There's a photo of him, hands on his nuts, stretched out, tongue out, gliding through the air.
uh,
They call him Air Lake. That's
um,
right.
sorry, I love you, Lawrence, but I'm calling bullshit on this.
It's a fact. 1997 from the free throw line in Crocs.
Haven't you seen that? Haven't you seen that movie, White Canadians Don't Jump?
Oh, there's an exception to every rule, sir.
Everyone
If
used.
I don't fucking see a Lawrence Lake Air Jordan meme, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, Bobby, there is your cue. We just lobbed one over the net for you. I want to see a Lawrence Lake wearing Crocs
From the free
doing a
throw
dunk.
slam dunk contest winning from 1997 circa. Let's do this.
All I have in my head is that what was that stupid Space Jam? Lawrence Lake and Space Jam.
Yeah, those are not stupid. Those are great. God dang, Lawrence. Help your brother. God. But like Dennis said, for all your knife making needs, please go to Maritime Knife Supply.
I am not so patiently waiting for my big order to come of my 30 feet of steel that I'm not so
You should have
patiently
had him
waiting.
cut it up. That's one of the services that he does. You order a single
Well,
30
he
footer,
did
it's
cut
going
it
to
up.
take a
He's
while.
not sending it on a fucking transport truck. There's one transport truck with a 30-foot piece of steel
This
heading
is crazy.
from Nova Scotia to California.
Yeah. Well, you got time to cut it up now, so quit your bitching.
Oh, so okay. Pause the show. Listen carefully. I have another announcement.
Okay.
Drum roll. Wait, do I have I don't have drum roll sound effects. That's Jeopardy. No, the Sand Shark sanding machine will be up for pre-order on Thursday of this week.
Thursday, May 2nd?
Thursday, May 2nd, the Sand Shark hand sanding sled machine auto fancy doodad will be up for pre-order on TyrellKnifeworks.com/shop. Will be up
Boom.
there for pre-order this week.
Boom.
Boom. Mike, if I
Drop.
could drop it, I would.
Yeah. Oh,
Good.
geez. Look at you.
Yeah. So
That's exciting.
I know. So I got my order from so Kim comes in and she's like, honey, you got a box. And she carries in this box that's like whatever, a foot by a foot. And the damn thing weighs like 20 pounds. Maybe not 20. Okay, maybe 10. I mean, I'm exaggerating. And I'm looking through, it's my order from Bolt Depot. Because I got to get all the bolts and all the shit, all the hardware for
You
this
got
thing.
10 pounds of bolts.
Oh, wait, hold on. And I look at it, and I'm like, I don't think I got everything in my order. And I'm looking at it, and then I look at the receipt. There's 5 other parts of the order that are going to ship separately.
Oh, damn.
So in total pieces, I think there was, because I don't want to have to order this shit like every single time. I think there was 10,000 pieces worth of like washers, bolts, nuts, different sizes. 10,000 pieces. And this is going
Goodness.
to come in like 4 different shipments. So yeah, I mean folks, this is the real deal. We are ready for manufacturing production.
When can we expect to receive these, and when will they be going out if you
Okay,
are
hold
lucky
on.
enough to get in on this pre-order?
Yeah, so they're definitely going to be, yes, the pre-order will be this Thursday. They're not actually going to ship until after Blade Show, so you're looking at 6 to 8 weeks of delivery, whatever. Though they'll be after Blade Show because
Nice.
just to get the parts cut and all of that stuff. And I may do a couple, if these sell out super quick. May do another round, which is great. They'll just all culminate after Blade Show. Jeff's got to do all the, cutting of the parts and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of the assembly and all that stuff. But yeah, super exciting this Thursday. Yeah, you can get your Sand Shark sanding machine. Get yours. So
Nice.
my Thursday video will be all about the Sand Shark, how you get it, what it does, how cool it is, demos, all of that stuff. So that'll be this week.
That's awesome, man. Congrats, dude.
Thank you. So been a long time coming. And I mean, there's still, there's documentation, instructions, and a bunch of crap that I'll work out over the next month or so. But just the shipping and the packaging was kind of the last thing to work out. And yeah, we'll figure that out. I've got that pretty much solved. So yeah, on the website. Stay tuned to Triple T this week, and you'll hear more about it, and you'll see more about it. But yeah, excited about that.
Well, this is good stuff.
Yeah, man. So what else? What else, man? You got a whole list of things here.
We talked about them all.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, there's a couple things on here. I think we should do Maker Spotlight while we're rolling right now.
All
Who
right,
do you
all right.
got this week?
So honestly, this was last minute, and yeah, okay. I gotta say something. Actually, I gotta back up a little bit.
Your internet
Instagram.
sucks. No.
Um, I'm not.
Instagram.
I'm not sure what happened over the last 2 days. Whether it was from Viking Channel, what I don't know what it was, but I got like 50 new follows in the last day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really weird. Weird, good, weird. But yeah, I'm looking at all these like, you know, um, all these new follows, and it really kind of surprised me. And I'm kind of wondering, like, where did these all come from? I don't know. I'm not complaining, but yeah, it was weird. So this week, I don't know how to say this, but Visao, Visao, Visao. How would you say that? Um, Visao Knives, which is one of the ones that just followed me um, this week, and I looked, and he's got some awesome knives, some really really nice blades. His picture's a little spooky, like he's ready to kill somebody. I'm just kidding. But some beautiful knives. Got folders. Got some nice Damascus knives. Just really impressive. And I usually click through a bunch of people that follow me. Just see what I'm missing, what I haven't followed. And this one really caught my eye. It's got some really nice stuff. So yeah, go check out Visao Knives. He's got 1,769 followers. Yeah, some cool stuff. Who you got this week?
Okay. I'm checking them out here. Oh yeah. You don't want to fuck with that guy.
Right? Like, his picture is kind of, it's not me, right? His picture is kind of scary. Like,
That's not scary. It's just
well, ominous, whatever you want to call it.
yeah, that's a good picture. I wouldn't fuck with him. That's my dude right there. Yeah, dude, really nice stuff. Okay, one of these pictures looks a little scrolling down there. Yeah, nice Damascus.
No,
Yeah,
but
really good stuff, dude.
yeah, no, I love that D guard or that S guard buoy he's got in there.
Yeah, some EDCs, some is that a
I,
dagger?
I, I see a dagger that's very reminiscent of a Kyle Royer style dagger. Really nice, or not
Yeah,
dagger? Sorry, buoy. Um, I see one forged to finish. Really nice.
yeah. That's some really
Yes.
cool stuff. Yeah, that's a good one. My
Yeah.
compressor just went off. Nice. Yeah, make sure you go check him out. So I have Derby City Blades. Derby City Blades. He's got 2,214, and I just dig this guy's stuff. All kinds of just awesome handles, little axes and tomahawk looking things, and EDCs. Really cool finishes on the blade, rock texture. Just really cool stuff. Glow in the dark scales. Really, really nice handle. Um, segmented stuff put together. Really cool.
Yeah, really,
So
I'm looking at it now. Some really nice stuff. I like that one like 5 posts ago. It looks like green
yeah,
micarta with like a rock texture. That's cool
yeah,
looking
that's
knife.
right. He actually hit me up the other day and was talking about the taking your time with my Carta with the finish, because I put that post out where I was like, you know, I've just heard horror stories of trying to finish that stuff, but yeah, that's a perfect example of what he was saying. You just take your time with it, and you can come up with some pretty nice stuff. So real colored finishes on the blades. I dig that. Um, Tactical Pterodactyls, another guy that has those crazy temper finishes on the stainless. Brent's rocking some of that stuff. I see some of this stuff on his. So yeah, make sure you go show those guys some love and Tell him Triple T sent you.
Yeah, some really cool stuff. Got some. It looks like some of these kids in some of the pictures, which are cool to see. But yeah,
I think he's only been making for a couple years too.
yeah. It says after almost 20 years of building custom signs and structural art, I've decided to try my hand at blade and tool making. Follow my journey on this page.
I like that. That's kind of what my bio says.
Yeah, it's
Join me
awesome.
on the journey. So, yeah.
Coolness.
What was something else I was going to say? Oh, I got a shout out. There's another podcast with our buddy Brandon from Mountain Craft. Brandon, if you're listening to this, you are not findable on IG. I think you went MIA. But anyways, him and his daughter Echo have a podcast, a newer one, and they shouted us out a couple episodes ago, and it was really cool. Really appreciate the love, and it's a good listen. They got some. I think I've heard Donnie Dulovich was on,
Oh no.
Bob Gore, Brigham Gandell. So they got some cool people joining them. And yeah, if you're looking for something else to listen to after you're sick and tired of hearing our voices, go check them out.
Yeah, I haven't checked that one out yet. So now I gotta I gotta add one to the rotation now. So
Yeah, one down, one up. That's kind of how it
that's
goes,
right, man.
right?
Yeah, Toby Donner, thanks for stepping aside. I can put one other one on the list.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I
Cool.
totally thought they were full of shit, but no, it sounds real.
Well, at least maybe I'll go back and listen to the 100 timeless episodes.
I guess they just didn't want me on. That's what I take away from this. It was like
The one that I did hear was a couple weeks back, and they Toby had kind of shouted us out, and on our he called us the triple twat. I love that dude. He's the fucking best to me, man.
Jerid has 2 twats. I only have one.
Oh, I have 3. One's named Denis.
Dick.
Oh man. So I got a question. The other day I was at your shop, and you asked me as I was leaving to take the belt off of the grinder. Which when I got home, I went into my shop and I looked at both of my grinders that had 2 belts sitting in, tensioned up. And I thought to myself, like, am I fucking up? Is there some unspoken rule that I've not heard of that you're supposed to take your belts off? Or like, is there some like real thing, or is this just you being fucking super twatty?
For once, it's not just me. This is a thing. You don't want to keep your belts under tension. It just fucks with the join, and it just puts extra stress on your belts. There's no reason to leave the stress on them. But that's always what I've heard. Maybe that's an old wives' tale, but I always take the tension off my belts.
I promise you, I have never, not once, have I ever even thought about it. I've done it, but just because that's where I stopped. But when I'm stopped or moved on to something else, I don't go back to take them off. Like, it was an intentional suggestion for me, so I was like, well, maybe I'm fucking up. So I'm curious, guys. Let me know on the Triple T podcast IG, which I do want to say, fuck you, Denis.
I already know what you're going to say, and I think it's hilarious.
My allergies are killing my eyes are fucking on fire. Yeah, let us know though. I'm curious. Do you leave your belts on, or do you take them off? And if so, why? Like, I'm super curious because I just, when I went back in there, I was like, well, am I really fucking?
So what Jerid is trying to say is Denis full of shit, or is this a real thing? That's what he wants to know.
I would never say that. You're my good friend, buddy, and I will never disrespect you in that manner. Absolutely not. But you are full of shit. There's no fucking question about that. So I am curious though, if there's maybe a belt sponsor that wants to let us know. No,
No,
but
if there's some science, if there's really some valid science behind it, I want to hear it. Maybe it's wives' tale. Maybe who knows? Someone is going to tell me that is bullshit, and it revolving around the grinder at 3,000 RPM is just fine, and that doesn't hurt it. Therefore, being under tension for an extra 12 hours a day, that's not going to fine. But hey, I want to hear from people too.
yeah, I'm curious about that. I don't know why, but it's just curious. And then and back to motherfucking you. Um, and I'm super. I'm still blown away. We just hit 209 followers on the IG in the short time that we've had it. And we appreciate all the support, good interaction with everybody. But sometimes I find myself absolutely cursing you because having to manage the two accounts. And it's not like it's this huge effort, right? But the other day I was talking with Noah from Entiot, and we were going back and forth because he'll message me if it's podcast related. He'll go there, and then I was talking on the other one. I fucking didn't know what account I was on, and he was like, "How are you on two accounts at the same time?" Like, I
You
did some
popping back
Houdini shit.
and forth.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm like, I commented the other day on as Triple T when I meant to be Echo Plates. And sometimes it's fucking confusing, man. And I'm
I
like,
love this. I think this is so funny because it's not me. Because
yeah,
I'm already encountering this on Facebook since creating the Facebook page for Tyrell Knifeworks.
exactly the scenario, dude. From personal to your other one. And the only thing I kind of go back and forth on is that, I couldn't imagine dealing with the amount of interaction that you have with just the YouTube. So you kind of get some pass for me because that's gotta be take a lot of effort.
The one thing that's a saving grace on the Facebook thing is that you can't be a member of Facebook or most Facebook groups as a page. So they don't let you comment because I'd be commenting as Tyrell Knifeworks, but they don't let you. So that forces me most times to be
To double
in
tap.
it was yeah, to be in my personal one.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, man.
I think that's it, man. I got a couple other things here, but we'll just shelve those for next week.
Yeah, I got to go to bed. I'm tired, man. I had too much
I am
wine.
too. My fucking eyes are burning. Maybe you did. This is a record for
A
pussy
record.
ass bitch comp. So you have yourself a good night, sir. Thank you all for listening, and we will catch you next week.
But bye.
And that's a wrap.